for this dish we are making the veal scallopini, and we're also going to do chicken scallopini after this. The importance of this dish, what I really want to kind of focus on is, when we saute the veal, a lot of times what happens is you'll see the veal or the chicken that's sauteed and it looks extremely pale. It almost looks like it was boiled. And what we need to do is get a nice color saute on it. So with this one, we're going to make a veal marsala. You have your veal scallopinis that's pounded out. I have my mushrooms. We have the marsala sauce. I'll show it to you in a little bit. And then we have our flour. So important part of this dish is, again, always you got to season the veal scallopinis, because remember, even though the sauce is seasoned, the meat actually has to be seasoned too. So unless you season the flour, you can use it that way too, but if not, you have to season this. And not a lot, because it's real thin, but you still need to have a little seasoning over it. And then we're gonna take it, just lightly dip it in the flour, as such. And then my pan is behind me getting hot, and we're gonna put some oil in there and we'll saute this off. And again, this is a very, very quick pickup because it's very, very thin. So pan is right here, with a nice medium-high heat. We put in our oil, put it on oil. You can already see you got a nice good smoking point in there. And then what we'll do, we'll lay in our veal, one slice there. And again, typically it's 2 slices, so you got to kind of squeeze them in here. They'll overlap a little bit. You get no flame, but you want to get real good color on it. You can see slowly but surely the color gets on there, but good amount of color. And again, be careful, when you spin it around so you don't get a lot of flame in there. Can you give me some marsala, please? Once it's good color, we'll take this around. Up. See this one, a little bit more color on it. And you see, there's not a lot, there's not a ton of oil in there, because you don't want to have too much oil. Again, this is sauteed. It is not pan or pan fried. It's not deep fried, okay? So as you do this, what I always have a sizzle platter on the side, because you kind of want to pull this out, then do the mushrooms, because here's the problem, what happens. A lot of times people deglaze with the veal scallopini in there, but what it does, it kind of takes the caramelization off the veal, so it looks like it was boiled, and that's one of the big problems that you always find. So once these two have some nice colors, I'm going to take the veal out. You see it's got a decent amount of good color on it. And then I'm going to go, same pan, I'm going to go ahead, add my mushrooms. And then I'm also going to add a little chunk of butter. So you want that flour and everything that's with it, you want it with the mushrooms. So it's going to thicken up the sauce. Once that's done, we're going to take a little marsala in the pan, just a little deglaze. Now again, even though we have the sauce already made, you just want to deglaze the pan with the marsala. This is not really just for the sauce, it's just to literally deglaze it, get that flavor off. And then once that's done, I'm going to go over here. And then I have my marsala sauce. I'm going to put a ladle of that in there. Come back in here. Check your seasoning. That's good. And then you can take your veal scallopini back in there. You take it off, and at this point, you go ahead and plate. But you can see the color of the veal is still a nice brown color. And then when we plate it, we'll have our pasta. The pasta is always tossed in the garlic oil with some parsley. We put our pasta on the plate. And then you can take your veal, lay it down. And then the marsala sauce. And again, I do it like kitchen style. You'll typically want to use your spoon, whatever, but you get the point. The most important part is you can see the veal has got a nice caramel brown color on it. It does not look like it was boiled. And then our vegetables. The little veggies that help with the color. And then you can finish with a little bit more shaved Parmesan cheese on the pasta. But that's basically your veal Parmesan. I have a little bit parsley. And that's it. Keep your plates clean. Don't let the parsley go all over the rim of the pasta. Veal Scallopini.